I'm just so pleased when my guest likes their introduction.
Yes.
And because you like it so much, you have to sing 2 lines of a song for me.
Oh, I won't worry myself, 'cause I am Jesus, and He is my help. Oh, if tomorrow I should lose all my wealth, I still won't worry. I won't worry my beautiful self.
Thank you so much. Marion Hall.
Yes,
You grew up in Galena and St. Mary. What were
Yes.
those early years like?
Oh, I grew up like a tomboy. I could do all the things that my brothers could do. I could climb the tallest coconut tree. I pick hackies, breadfruit, guineps. I knew how to go up in the top of the guinep tree and tie a rope to it, chop the big limb off, but hold on to it so this guinep won't crush, like crush on the ground. I could make a cart. I'd make brooms and all of that and sell them like my brothers. We go crab bush.
How many
the crab-
brothers you had?
4, but I grew up with 3. Yes, and
No sisters?
4. I grew up with 3 of them.
So you had 4 brothers and 4 sisters?
Yes.
Oh.
2 from my mom had 2 kids previously before she met my dad, and then it was 6 of us. We grew up. I wanted 6 children because my mom had 6. Yes, and then my dad got another daughter. She's the last one.
Your dad's relationship with the family was a little problematic.
My dad was very abusive, and I think that's because of him not being able to. All right, my mom, for instance, she used to be the one who stayed home and washed so the others could go to school. She was the dark-skinned one, so she does all the housekeeping and the others get to go to high school, and she didn't get that opportunity. Even though I know of Hans in the U.S., and she didn't get to. I took her to London once, before she passed away. My dad, on the other side, he didn't know how to deal with poverty, I think, and having 6 children. So he would take that out in a lot of abuse, physically beat you.
You and
All of us.
your mom
and
as
my
well?
mom, and my mom would run away to Kingston. She ran away a lot. And a lot of times we'll tell her, run, go. And she would grab some of us and run to a uncle in Highgate, St. Mary. And whoever she grabbed, she grabbed. Sometimes I would wait until she's far away. I go to him down the road and I say, Daddy, Mama gone. But I knew of it, yeah. But I think it's because he couldn't handle the fact that he had to support all of us without an education, because he didn't have one.
So who were the early influencers in your life?
Well, I grew up with, my grandmother his mom was a big part of that. She don't play. She don't play. When she speak, you better listen. Her dad wife was in the Bible, like back in the days, they would call prophets seers. They call her Wana woman, because God would send her out and she would warn people. She was blind and crippled, and her story was that God sent her to warn somebody in Mason Hall, and she was wet from washing. So she said she wasn't going, and she just fell underneath the lime tree, blind and crippled instantly. But you could hear her voice miles away. Accident, sharp me your hawks, we chop Galena rock stone. And then all these buses would be turning over and people just dying from the accidents. She was powerful.
A powerful woman.
Yes, and she loved me. She loved me so much. They both loved me so much.
How did you get involved in music?
In music? Well, when I was a little girl, there was a lot of churches in Galena. Church. All over the place.
Come on, no, Marion,
Yes.
church or dancehall?
Yes, yes. So, but I'm going to tell you about that. I used to sing in church because my dad took all of us and baptized us in a Seventh-day Adventist church in Rockland Best. We had no idea what Christianity was at the time, or baptism or nothing. By the weekend passed, he was back to cursing. But anyway, I'm still praying for his soul. He's still alive. I was intrigued by women who would dress up and go to work. High society women, classy women, they intrigued me. So I always wanted to be like one of them. So I would go by their house and clean for them, wash for them, do whatever, but I end up singing. And they recognized that I could sing, and they would sing another song, and I start singing, I start writing a lot of songs, and that's how I found out I had a talent.
How did you make the transition to dancehall?
Well, I remember I went to the Seventh-day Adventist church, and I put my name down to sing. And the lady said, well, this will be we're going to have Sister Marion Hall. And this is going to be the last item on the program. I thought she said it's the last time I ever sing. So I didn't go up to sing, and she said, I'm going to tell your father. I fret the whole time. But anyway, singing to people, and my dad went away on farm work, a lot. So I find myself in the dance hall. I have a older sister who come by, took us through the windows whenever my dad and my mom go night fishing. She took us through the window, and there was a dance hall close by, all this zinc fence, and we would go up there and look through the walls. I saw my grandmother one time dancing up a storm, and when she was done, the man threw her up in the air.
Your grandmother?
She was that good. She was dropping legs, they call it drop legs, and she was quite a dancer.
Well, you became quite a dancehall artist.
Yes. I started DJing, and people telling me how good I was. When people told me that, I was like, okay, so I'm going to go to Kingston. But how I got there was a big sound system from Kingston, Stereo One, came down to Port Marion, and I wanted to get in. I couldn't afford the fee, so I jumped the fence. But my friends went over before me, and when it was my turn, the security drew a big stone and said, don't come over here. So I jumped back down by the riverside and go around, and I went to the front. I said, I was here before, I was in here before, but I went outside. But because they knew me, as a singer around the place, they give me a stamp, and I went back in. And I had a clash that night with everybody. All the Lieutenant Stitchy, Wickerman, Captain Barkey, Ricky Stereo, Malvo, everybody. And I came out on top. And the owner of the sound asked me if I know Grand Spin. I said, no, but I'll find it. Because I was going back and forth. Mom was already in Kingston running away from Dad, so he would take us to Kingston, take us out of school, bring us there, in some all zinc. That's all I can remember. Zinc, zinc, zinc. I came out one night and couldn't find back the yard because it was all zinc and everything looked alike. But I saw my brothers and sisters playing outside, and that's how I find back where I was.
You said that they would take you from school. What school were you attending?
I attend Galena Primary School, and I remember I was good at English. I loved that, but I wasn't good at math. But what I remember was this. Teachers didn't pay me or my sisters and brothers much mind. They were more into the rich kids, and that's who get the one-on-one. I never did get one-on-one from any teachers.
Before we go to the break, and we're going to go there in about a minute, how many years did you spend as a dancehall artist?
27 years.
And you got a Grammy nomination out of that, and an award, and several other awards, and then big you up, and you come on stage and all kind of stuff. When you look back now, what do you think about that person?
Oh, that person, I tell people this Lady Saw spirit is dead, and I'm so happy.
No regrets?
No regrets.
Nothing could tempt you to go back in dancehall?
No. The joy that I know, there's a peace that passeth all understanding that I can't explain with or without money. I'm so at peace.
Marion,
but you have trials. You do
indeed.
have trials.